the face and voice of Africa. The story of resurgent and burgeoning Africa is here, only on the Pulse of Africa channel. Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa.
Happy Katara to Ethiopian Christians and across the continent. Welcome to Pulse of Africa News. I'm Gamachisa Mandida. We start with Ethiopians celebrating Katara, the eve of Dimket Epiphany. Ethiopians across the country today marked Katara, the eve of the Epiphany festival known locally as Dimket, with traditional rituals, prayers and vibrant community gatherings that signal the beginning of one of the nation's most sacred religious celebrations. Katara commemorates the spiritual preparations preceding the baptism of Jesus Christ in the River Jordan and draws millions of faithful into churches and public spaces. Central to Katara observances is the ceremonial procession of the Tabut, a sacred replica of the Ark of the Covenant, from churches to nearby rivers, lakes, or designated water sites. Clergy dressed in colorful ecclesial robes lead the procession, accompanied by hymns and drums, as worshippers follow on foot in display of devotion and unity. In Addis Ababa, major gathering points such as Jant Meda, Sudiskilo and other historic sites witnessed large crowds as security forces and volunteers worked to ensure peaceful celebrations. Similar scenes unfolded in regional cities including Gondar, Bahadar, Aksum and Hawassa, where Katara rituals were observed amid heightened anticipation for the main Dimket ceremony. Religious leaders used the occasion to emphasize messages of peace, renewal, and social harmony, urging Ethiopians to uphold values of compassion and solidarity. Many participants also engaged in traditional practices, including lighting bonfires and spending the night in prayer near water bodies where the Dimket baptism ritual will take place. Katara sets the spiritual and cultural stage for Dimket, celebrated the following day with mass baptisms and water blessings, reaffirming Ethiopia's deep Christian heritage. Recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity, the Dimket celebration continues to stand as a powerful symbol of faith, identity and continuity for Ethiopians at home and abroad. The Ingweniema Cup Culture will release its official competition songs early next week, marking a key step in preparations for this year's cultural contests linked to the tournament. Organizers say the announcement will give participating regiments sufficient time to rehearse and align their performances with the theme of the competition, which is expected to shape the cultural tone of the event. The cultural component of the Ingwema Cup continues to gain prominence following the introduction of a multi-year sponsorship package aimed at strengthening both football and heritage promotion across Eswatini. Beyond football, the initiative seeks to deepen the integration of cultural expression into the tournament, reinforcing traditional identity through music, performance, and ceremonial practices. As preparations advance, the Ingweniema Cup Culture is expected to feature a broader range of cultural activities alongside matches, enhancing community participation and highlighting Eswatini's living cultural legacy. Sierra Leone's Vice President Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo completed a productive working visit to Ghana, meeting with Ghanaian Vice President Professor Nana Jane-Pauku Agreement to strengthen bilateral relations and boost economic cooperation. The leaders agreed to deepen collaboration in strategic sectors including natural gas development, digitalization projects, mining logistics and expanded trade, emphasizing practical partnerships to stimulate growth and employment. A key focus of the dialogue was the African Continental Free Trade Area, highlighted as a critical framework for enhancing intra-African trade, adding value to local resources and accelerating continental development. Both vice presidents underscored the importance of South-South cooperation and regional integration, affirming alignment on policies to ensure mutual benefits for Sierra Leone, Ghana, and the broader African economy. The visit concluded with a shared commitment to translate discussions into concrete actions, reinforcing sustainable development, regional stability, and long-term economic partnership between the two nations.
In Ethiopia, more homes and businesses now have access to electricity. Access to power supports education, healthcare, and local businesses. Light changes lives.
Mamadi Doumbouya was officially sworn in as President of the Republic of Guinea on Saturday, embarking on a 7-year term under the country's new constitution. Doumbouya's inauguration follows his decisive election to the highest office, where he secured 86.72% of the votes cast. Fode Bangura, the first president of Guinea's Supreme Court, highlighted that the constitution ensures a balance of powers between the executive, judiciary, and legislative, a principle the new president is bound to uphold. After taking the oath of office, President Doumbouya expressed gratitude to the Guinean people for their trust, emphasizing that his mandate would prioritize initiatives for women and youth. He also reaffirmed his commitment to uphold the Constitution, respect national laws and regulations, and honor judicial decisions throughout his tenure. Ethiopia's entertainment industry is in mourning following the passing of beloved comedian, actor, and television personality Netzanet Workner. He died on January 16 at the age of 49, leaving a void in the nation's arts and popular culture. Netzanet's career spanned over 2 decades, with standout roles in films such as City Boys, Salnegrat, Yanchu Leba 2, FBI, Mr. X, and Chombe. Known for his versatility, he seamlessly blended humor with insight, making him a cherished figure in Ethiopian cinema and theater. He also captivated audiences on television as host of the family game show Yebeteseb Jawata on ABC TV, where his charisma and wit tuned the program into a household favorite. Colleagues remember him for his generosity, humility, and mentorship of emerging talent in the industry. Tributes poured in from fans and national leaders, including Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, who praised Netzanet's ability to unite audiences and bring joy during challenging times. Social media became a hub of remembrance, with supporters sharing memories and clips of his performances. Beyond the spotlight, Netzanet was a devoted husband and father of 3. His legacy as an entertainer and a generous mentor will continue to resonate with audiences and inspire the next generation of Ethiopian artists. Moving on to our business headlines. International energy firms SLB and ESR and Delta United Group have joined the Libya Energy and Economic Summit 2026 as gold sponsors, signaling rising private sector confidence in Libya's energy revival and investment outlook. Scheduled for January 24 to 26, Libya Energy and Economic Summit 2026 will bring together policymakers, operators, and investors to advance strategies aimed at boosting production, modernizing infrastructure, and accelerating energy projects across Libya. SLB, a global leader in energy technology and oil field services, will contribute expertise in drilling, reservoir engineering, digital solutions, and enhanced recovery, aligning with Libya's ambition to modernize operations and raise output in partnerships with the National Oil Corporation. Nasser an integrated energy services provider, will showcase its upstream, midstream and downstream capabilities, building on recent production services contracts in Libya and the wider MENA region valued at over $100 million. Delta United Group, with extensive operations across Libya's oil market, brings strengths in energy infrastructure, logistics and field services, reinforcing LEE's 2026 as a platform where technology expertise and partnerships converge to support Libya's energy resurgence. Moving to Nigeria, Nigeria has been removed from the European Union's list of high-risk third countries for anti-money laundering and countering the financing terrorism, a development welcomed by the nation's finance minister, Wale Edun. The European Commission cited Nigeria's significant improvements in addressing technical and strategic deficiencies in its AML-CFT framework. Edun credited President Bola Tinubu's leadership for the achievement, highlighting strong inter-agency cooperation, international engagement, and the implementation of critical legal, regulatory, and institutional reforms. He also acknowledged the contributions of regulators, law enforcement, and Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, the judiciary, and private sector operators in driving the reform process. The delisting follows Nigeria's early removal from the Financial Action Task Force (FATF) list of jurisdictions under increased monitoring in October 2025 after completing its FATF action plan. The European Commission's decision was formalized in the Delegated Regulation amending Delegated Regulation 2016-1675, according to the Ministry. The removal is expected to strengthen Nigeria's global financial credibility, easing enhanced due diligence requirements for businesses and individuals dealing with European partners. It will also enhance correspondent banking relationships, boost investor confidence, and promote deeper integration into the international financial system. Minister Edu reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to sustaining and deepening AML-CFT reforms and pledged continued collaboration with international partners, including the FATF and the European Union, to ensure ongoing compliance and financial transparency. Sports. Rabat State Prince Moulay Abdallah will host a highly anticipated clash on Sunday as host Morocco face Senegal in the final of the Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations AFCON 2025. The contest promises a thrilling conclusion to a month-long tournament that has showcased Africa's footballing talent and passion. Morocco, seeking their first AFCON title since 1976, entered the final buoyed by home support but under intense pressure. Coach Walid emphasized the importance of managing emotions and playing freely, citing the team's resilience in a semi-final penalty shootout win over Nigeria as evidence of their mental strength. Senegal arrives with quiet confidence as 2021 championships, accustomed to high stakes, games and consistent tournament performance. Defender Mosa highlighted the team's focus on respect and discipline, while coach Pep Thiaw stressed the broader responsibility of representing African football on the global stage. Senegal's consistent pedigree and hunger make them formidable opponents for the Atlas Lions. Both sides have struck a tone of mutual respect ahead of kickoff, recognizing the significance of the occasion beyond national pride. Morocco's coach and forward Ben Seger acknowledged the challenge posed by the reigning champions, while Senegal's leadership emphasized focus and composure in hostile territory. The final will award Africa a new champion, with both teams chasing their second continental crown. Morocco finished top of Group A and advanced through Tanzania, Cameroon, and Nigeria, while Senegal topped Group D and defeated Sudan, Mali, and Egypt en route to the final. Although this is their first AFCON final meeting, the sides have faced each other 31 times previously, with Morocco holding a slight historical edge. Up next are the latest weather forecast from the region. May the joy and pride of Qatar fill our hearts today and every day. Happy Qatar Day to you all, and goodbye.